Hey guys, what's up? I am with my special friend today, Stephen Shramek. Excuse me. I was just told that and already forgot. So here's the story with Stephen. When he was 14, 15 years old, he was unfortunately bullied, and it could have cost him his life, as you can see. So I'm here today to talk to him about it because he would like to get his message out across the world and hopefully stop bullying across everywhere. So I have a couple questions to ask him, about 10 questions here, maybe some in between. So it won't take very long, but it's whatever helps Stephen. Right, Stephen?
Yep.
Alrighty then, let's get started. Alright, so Stephen, can you tell me a little about yourself?
Come again?
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Well, what do you like? What do you don't like? What's your favorite thing to watch on TV? Something simple like that.
History.
History? What's your favorite television program?
Anything that has to do with history and our Mikel de Nostradamus.
Very cool, very cool. So what do you do day to day?
Aside from watch TV.
Sounds fun. I like TV sometimes.
Oh.
I don't really watch TV much, but when I do, I like it. So now let's get to the more serious questions, okay?
Sure.
So if you can remember, what exactly happened that day? What were you doing? What went on?
What is the question again?
What happened that day?
Even aside from me being assaulted.
Yes. What were the events that led up to that day? When you stepped outside that morning to start your day, what were you going to do?
Well, I was going to get my ROTC uniform pressed so I could put bars on it.
So you in ROTC?
Yep.
And how is that going for you?
Pretty good.
Yeah? How high up were you?
I just made the rank of private first class, also known as PFC.
Wow. It's very cool. Congratulations on that. So what happened? You said you went to go get it pressed.
Yep.
So who bothered who?
I believe that some kids that didn't like me because I was in ROTC, basically with skateboards in their fists, assaulted me. Just because they were jealous.
And what do you believe they were jealous of?
That I was furthering myself. And they were just left back in the grade that they were in.
Okay. That's so sad. I'm so sorry that happened to you. So how has life changed now from what it was before? What are your limitations? What can you and cannot do now?
Actually, I believe all things are good with the power of Jesus Christ, also known as God. The thing is, Jesus is going to have the ultimate say in the end.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're all very happy you're alive and doing as well as you are. And we bet you're happy about that too.
Yep.
So, what happened afterwards? What was the outcome of the situation? Obviously, you're alive.
Yep.
But what was the outcome?
Well, truthfully, I believe that the kids came for money, and their parents basically got them off.
So you couldn't fend for yourself? You
Nope.
couldn't get them off?
No, seeing as I believe that a lot of the kids' parents were basically police officers.
I see. So how do you think that affected the situation?
Well, I'm still here.
Yes, we're very glad to see you're still here. We would hate to have anything worse happen to you. Has this situation affected your family? If so, how has it?
Well, after my father passed away, I believe that my mom was basically not sure where to go.
How has it affected you?
Truthfully, I believe that as long as God is still in control, I believe that God ultimately has the final say.
Couldn't agree more with that. So what are you doing now about it? Have you reached out to anybody besides myself, or reached out to any organizations against anti-bullying?
No.
Stephen, when the boys attacked you, what did they attack you with?
Skateboards in their fists.
Skateboards in their fist, okay? And then after they attacked you, what did you do?
I believe that I basically just sort of walked home
You walked home. And after you went home, you did what?
to bed.
You went to bed. And what happened the next day?
My mom couldn't wake me up.
Your mom couldn't wake you up. And then what happened?
She called the ambulance.
And when they took you to the hospital, when the ambulance came and took you to the hospital, what happened after that? Do you remember what happened at the hospital?
Not entirely,
Okay, why don't you remember?
because I had a traumatic brain injury.
You had a traumatic brain injury. And that traumatic brain injury caused what?
You do not remember how to walk.
You couldn't remember how to walk. Okay. What else did it cause? Were you alert after it? Were you able to be up and about?
No,
Okay, because you were what?
still healing from the assault.
Were you awake?
No,
And what do they call that if you're not awake?
in a coma.
You were in a coma. Do you remember how long you were in a coma?
Several months.
Several months. I've heard you were in a coma 6 months.
Yep.
Okay. And when you come out of that coma, how did you find yourself compared to before you were attacked?
In a diminished capacity.
In a diminished capacity. Diminished how? What was the difference? Besides you couldn't walk.
Actually, I believe I had to retrain my brain how to do things.
You had to retrain your brain how to do
Yeah.
things. Was that easy? Hard?
Intermittent.
It was intermittent?
Yep.
Okay. Were you able to go back to school?
Yes.
And what did you accomplish when you went back to school?
Just furthering my education.
Okay. Did you get a diploma?
Yep.
Okay. How did you go back to school? Did you walk? Did
No.
you? How did you get there?
Bus.
By bus? Were you standing, walking, sitting?
Sitting.
Sitting in what?
Wheelchair.
A wheelchair. You went back to high school
Yep.
after the incident
Yep.
because you couldn't walk anymore. Do you have any feeling? Where's your feeling end? Can you raise your arms? Very good. You can put them down. You can relax. Can you raise yourself up? You can raise your head. Okay. Are you able to feed yourself?
No.
Were you able to do that before the bullying incident?
To an extent.
To an extent. Are you able to take care of your daily needs?
Yes, with some assistance.
With assistance, okay. Okay. So would you say your life has changed drastically since the bullying incident?
Yes.
Okay. And what would you say to those bullies today if you could talk to them?
You just delayed me.
And what would you like to see happen to bullies today?
I would like to see bullies get their just desserts.
Meaning,
That just because I'm in this state, anything is possible through Christ.
okay. So you have a strong faith base.
Yes.
And does it depress you that you're the way you are?
No.
Okay. Do you have support in your life?
Yes.
Okay, that's great. Is there anything else you'd like to say about the bullying?
Just that I would like to see bullying end.
Like to see bullying what?
End.
End. Okay. And are you saying you would like to bring more awareness?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your goal and purpose today?
Just to get my message out there.
To get your message out, okay? And what is your message? Now's your turn to say your
Bullying
message.
is wrong.
Bullying is wrong. Why is it wrong?
Because bullying is not good in any form.
In any form. Why would you say that? What can it do?
It can impact an individual's life like mine.
For how long?
Life.
For their life.
Very good, Stephen.
Yeah.
We answered all the questions. Well, not correctly because there were no right or wrong answers, but I did like your answers and I think you did get your message out there. You did a very nice job. And people on YouTube, just stop bullying. It's not right. I mean, look at Stephen here. I mean, look at what it did to him. There are all different forms of bullying, but some are more hurtful than others. And Stephen's life has been impacted for the rest of his life. And he is unable to do things that he would like to do now, and he unfortunately was unable to complete the ROTC program due to his injuries. So just please stop bullying. It's not right, and it's not a joke, and it's not funny. So just please be kind to one another. Thank you.